Pub locations across Manhattan and Queens today, all as we approach opening day.
Yes! You know, when the hat's backward, it's all business. It's all business. It's all business.
All business.
So, you know, Brittany, not only does she know everything about, you know, science and the weather and everything, she told me to get the lobster soup in Iceland.
That was the bomb.
Was it great? She's like, it's not really a bisque. I was like, I feel better about that because maybe it doesn't have so much half and half.
I forgot to ask you, how was that trip?
Oh, don't worry, you're going to hear all about it.
Okay.
The pictures look great. Don't worry.
No, the pictures are amazing.
So good. So thank you for that.
I'm glad the trip worked out, and I think you brought some of the cooler weather back.
Is that what you did?
Yes, you did, because today we're going to cool down to high temperatures in the lower 40s, but tomorrow we'll see the return of those numbers in the 60s. Right now, though, just a gloomy start, a lot of cloud cover, even some showers and a wintry mix pushing into the tri-state area. It is 45 degrees in Central Park. Winds out of the east and a sunrise at 6:51. The average high 53. We stay in the 40s, sunset at 7:13. This is what's going on radar. This first wave of rain now streaming in, zooming in closer, some snow. This is falling all throughout Sullivan and Ulster County, even some snow too throughout Port Jervis and Monroe. More so of a wintry mix of rain, sleet, and snow stretching from Dingman, Wantage all the way towards Ramapo, also Wayne. Closer to the boroughs, a little area of light rain now pushing through Manhattan and Jersey City, and off to the south, heavier rainfall moving through Neptune. That is tracking towards Ocean. Current temperatures are in the 30s and the 40s, so we are above freezing. 42 degrees in White Plains, 46 in Newark, down to 35 in Poughkeepsie and 39 degrees in Newburgh. We have this breeze out of the east ranging from 5 to 15 miles per hour. Winds will really start to ramp up throughout the rest of the day. We could see gusts up to 35 to 40 miles per hour throughout this afternoon. On satellite and radar, just watching this rain and cloud cover pushing in, also that wintry mix. This is ahead of a larger storm system, the same system that brought severe storms across Mississippi and Alabama. We are on the colder side, and that's why we are dealing with just a chilly rain today. Looking at the timing from now until noon, we'll just have more rain pushing into the area. It stays wet this afternoon. Now watch what happens after sunset. As this area low pressure starts to wind up, we'll start to tap into some more energy, and that warm air starts to lift to the north. That could spark a few scattered thunderstorms late tonight, so don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder overnight. But early tomorrow morning, by this time tomorrow, we'll start out with clear skies, and we'll just have a lot of sunshine on Sunday. That sun warming us up to high temperatures in the 60s. Here's a look at futurecast rainfall totals on average. Most of us will pick up between 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. Maybe some isolated higher amounts for those areas that get under those storms. But today, raw and rainy, mixed terrain north and west of the city. Winds out of the east, sustained winds between 12 to 25 miles per hour, but gusting closer to 40. We'll have a high of 47, but keep in mind, we're going to reach this high late this evening. So this afternoon, we'll see temperatures more so in the lower 40s. Speaking of the lower 40s, overnight 44, an isolated storm. Tomorrow, a big improvement, turning sunny, much warmer, windy, 61 degrees. So that wind will actually take a bit of a bite out of this high of 61, but still fairly pleasant for this time of the year. Looking ahead to the rest of the 7-day forecast, on Monday, 56 degrees. We'll have a chance for a late shower, more rain Tuesday into Wednesday, and notice high temperatures will hold steady in the lower 50s. By Friday, clouds increase with high temperatures near 50 degrees. Mike, Michelle.
All right. Thanks.
Moving at 17,000 miles an hour. Interesting. Will we see?
It'll be a safe passage. Just gonna wave.
Yeah, just to sort of. But I mean, I guess we know it's there, but we can't see it. I don't know, right? Unless you had the thing.
Yeah. And
unless you have the thing.
You know?
The thing.
The Webb telescope?
You can tell it's science.
Hysterical.
That was clearly a science.
That was hysterical. But I knew exactly. Yes, I know what
you're talking about.
It's cloudy, and you got to be above the clouds, right?
Yeah, you're not going to see it.
That's what I was thinking. You got to have a thing.
That's the thing.
I got a guy who's a thing.
Got to be in the SpaceX.
That's right. You're not going to see much today because of all the cloud cover. Also rain. Speaking of rain, you can see some of the raindrops just collecting on our camera looking towards Central Park. 46 degrees in the park. Also a breeze out of the east southeast, and it stays windy all day. The average high 53. We're only going to reach the 40s sunset at 7:13. This is what's going on radar. Showers and even a wintry mix of snow and sleet continues to move off to the northeast. This is the first round of moisture. So radar showing snow coming down throughout Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess County. Even a wintry mix pushing into Orange County, closer to Monroe and Port Jervis. Also Vernon, a pocket of heavier rain, even some sleet too. Wyckoff and Patterson, lighter rain, a wintry mix near Ramapo. Throughout the boroughs, light rain lifting to the north and now Hempstead.
46 degrees for Wadsworth, 44, it's down to 38 in Poughkeepsie and 43 in Belmar, so temperatures are above freezing, but fairly close to the freezing mark in Monticello, so watch out for a few icy spots in that area. This morning, this breeze continues to gradually pick up. Winds are out of the east up to 20 miles per hour, and we'll see a sustained breeze between 15 to 25 throughout this afternoon, but gusts will ramp up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. One of the reasons why we have an AccuWeather alert. Cloudy and wet all across the tri-state area. Zooming out, this is a look at the bigger picture. This is a part of the same storm system that brought severe storms across the south overnight, but we are on the colder side, and that's because we're north of this warm front. That's why we have just chilly rain and even a wintry mix. Timing things out, we will just have more rain.
And towards noon, so fairly wet across the area, and spots that are seeing that mixture of snow and sleet that will eventually change over to all rain by midday. Still wet all across the area this afternoon, maybe a few breaks of rain here and there. And later tonight, as this area low pressure starts to wrap up and intensify, we can see a few isolated storms. So don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder overnight. Tomorrow morning, though, clear and sunny, and that sun warming us up to high temperatures in the 60s Sunday afternoon. Here's a look at how much rain we could pick up between 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, and potentially some isolated heavier amounts. But today, just raw, rainy, mixed terrain north and west, breezy conditions, gusts up to 40. A high of only 47 degrees, and we'll reach that high late in the evening. 44 tonight, tomorrow 61 degrees. Now, it is going to be windy, so that's going to take a bit of a bite out of the temperatures in the 60s, but still just well above average for this time of the year. Looking ahead to temperatures next week, we're going to hold steady.
Got a chance to get out of the studio this morning.
Yes, look at this ride. I mean, who do you have a guest in the back? I want to know so much. What is going on?
007.
Maybe it is. We do have a guest. This is Alexi Catcall from Manhattan Motor Cars, and he's going to tell us more about this nice display. But we decided to move back over to the luxury car. We're actually going to get a chance to sit inside, or I'm going to get a chance to sit inside the Rolls-Royce the first time in my life. So I'm really excited about that. But we're here at the New York International Auto Show. Doors open at 10 a.m. and they close at 10 p.m. There is just so much to see and something for everyone. But before you head outside, prepare for morning temperatures down into the 20s and the 30s. Also, you can see outside our sky cam that we still have some clouds across the area, so get ready for partly cloudy skies as well. It's 38 degrees and central 80s. So I think this car was made for me. This is really nice. So here's our guest again. This is Alexi Catcall from Manhattan Motor Cars. Tell us about this Rolls-Royce that we're in. This is a beautiful car.
Hi, Brittany. Thank you for joining us at the International Auto Show, New York International Auto Show. Welcome to this Ghost. It is one of the best cars in the world, equipped with bespoke luxury. As you can see, this interior is purely stunning. It's powered by a beautiful V12 engine. Anyone who's making money in crypto or anyone who's inherited a big fortune, this is the way to show off a good presence and authority. Within this car, you obviously find a lot of bespoke features, and you could go ahead and customize it to your liking with roughly 40,000 colors that are offered by Rolls-Royce at the factory in UK. And we would love to have everyone join us at Manhattan Motor Cars showrooms. We have 2 locations available in New York City. If you cannot make it to the New York International Auto Show, here at Jacob Javits Center, we'd love to make sure that you come over and see these beautiful machines within our private location.
And I said too, this car almost smells rich, but
and see these beautiful machines within our private location.
And I said too, this car almost smells rich, but let's step outside because you were talking about Manhattan Motor Cars, and you can actually get a chance to look get a chance to look at more of your vehicles. Give us a brief overview of what people can expect to see as they come to the New York International Auto Show.
Manhattan Motor Cars have offered an amazing lineup of cars, starting from classic cars to high-performance vehicles, utilizing latest technology and best materials in the world. Here you could see cars from different countries, starting from Croatia, England. We have U.S. cars. Right behind me I have Karma. Here on the left-hand side I have beautiful Bentley Bentayga Skyline collection. We have a new Lotus Emira coming out within next year, highly anticipated vehicle too. Hypercar all the way. At the side here is the Rimac Nivera. It's a $2 million car with one of the best performances in the world. You're looking at 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds.
Wait, did you say $2 million?
It's a $2 million car. It's a full electric car that will pretty much blur everything around you while you're driving it. If you want it, it's capable of doing pretty much anything. Cruising on the regular road, racing, or even drifting.
All right, put the cars of your dream 10 this evening. Mike, Tony.
I tell you, Brittany, first of all, if you have the Ghost, you don't drive it. You have somebody drive it for you as you sit in the back. And then when you get back here, we're going to have to take your autograph. You look like a star in the back seat there.
You look perfect. You look
right?
like the car.
That car makes everyone look like a star.
Oh, my God, you fit right there.
No, I think you make the car look like a star. That's what
there you go. That's why we're asking for your autograph.
Cool lineup, Brittany. Look forward to seeing more throughout the weekend in our 9 o'clock.